Big announcement today. OpenAI have just released GPT-o1, as you can see right here. Today, we're going to be testing it so you can see o1 Preview, which uses advanced reasoning, and o1 Mini, which is faster at reasoning. Brand new models. They've just been announced a few hours ago. You can see the announcement from OpenAI. And they've basically said we're releasing a preview of OpenAI o1, a new series of AI models designed to spend more time thinking before they respond. We can say how many R's are in strawberry, and what you'll see here is that it actually starts thinking. Now it's pretty fast to respond, so you can actually see the full thought process behind GPT o1 when it's responding to a prompt. So you can look at the thought process, you can see how it's actually deciding to respond. OpenAI have said we trained these models to spend more time thinking through problems before they respond, much like a person would. A little bit scary there. The end is nigh. Through training, they learn to refine their thinking process, try different strategies, and recognize their mistakes, aka avoid hallucinations, which means better quality responses, particularly if you're writing content for a website. And they've also released OpenAI o1 Mini, which is slightly different because this is a cheaper version. It's really good for developers. It's a lot cheaper to use. It's a smaller model. It's actually 80% cheaper than the o1 Preview. You can see how it performs in terms of maths performance versus GPT-4o. GPT-4o Mini and o1 Preview is down here. So you've got GPT-4o down here, GPT-4o Mini, o1 Preview, o1 Mini. So it's a lot cheaper, obviously. And you can see all the benchmarks on OpenAI's website of how the new model performs. Here's what's interesting as well. You can see how quick they actually respond. So GPT-4o seems to reply a lot faster, as you can see inside the previews here. o1 Mini is second in terms of speed, and then o1 Preview takes a lot longer. So let's test it out for some prompts. What I'm going to do is I will take a standard sort of content prompt for creating content, and we'll compare GPT o1 Preview versus Claude 3.5 Sonnet, which are basically the two main competing models, I would say, at the minute. We'll plug this into GPT o1, and then we'll plug the same prompt into Claude 3.5 Sonnet and see how they compare in terms of writing styles, which is useful to know for SEO. And you can see Claude 3.5 Sonnet jumps straight into creating the content. GPT o1 Preview is really thinking about it. It's breaking down the task, looking at ways to create content, and it's quite interesting the way it's broken it down, right? So it said, I'm piecing together the user's request to write an article on what is SEO. Next, I'll ensure the content meets OpenAI's policy guidelines. So you can sort of get a glimpse into what sort of guidelines are behind the creation of content before it's published, which you could never see previously. And then you can basically from here understand how the AI creates responses, how it figures out what to write, what is its chain of thought essentially. And it's broken down into a formal process. So then it says, I'm gathering tips to create engaging conversational content with easy readability. UK grammar, internal linking, FAQs, and headers are included, authenticity, storytelling, and Hormozzi's tonality. What I think this is super useful as well is just for figuring out, okay, if I don't get the response I like, or if I want to improve my prompts, what can I change so that the thought process is better in terms of creating the content? So for example, here, you might notice that there are things you need to change inside the prompt so that it crafts better content. Then it clears up the SEO, so you can see right here. Let's say, for example, you wanted the content to be more SEO optimized as well as optimized for the user. Well, you could tell it to include more entities and LSIs within the content so that it actually has a stage in the chain of thought to optimize the content better for SEO. What's actually quite interesting as well is that if you look at the content outputs, they're very, very similar, right? So the heading, what is SEO, what is SEO? And then it says, ever wonder why some websites rank at the top of Google while others are buried pages deep? Very similar. This sentence literally starts off the same, right? Ever wondered? I would say the content here is a lot better than GPT-4o and other models that we've seen. And this doesn't answer with the usual sort of AI fluff that ChatGPT used to. So if we go back to this prompt now, we'll take the same prompt and we're going to change this so that we'll say inside the content, before you create the content, seriously think about LSIs, semantic optimization, and relevant entities for SEO. This is a crucial part of the process. and we'll see whether that changes the chain of thought and creates a better output inside the content. So you can see now it's added a stage in the chain of thought. Right, I'm analyzing the SEO, which we did previously anyway, but now it's got a whole section for understanding SEO concepts. So it's like I'm exploring latent semantic indexing and semantic optimization to ensure the article on SEO is comprehensive and adheres to guidelines. This approach enriches the content with semantically related keywords. And so basically, you can understand how the process works so that you can create better outputs when it comes to SEO content, which means that your content is more likely to rank. Pretty useful. If you want a free SEO course that comes with 200 ChatGPT prompts to help you rank #1, along with 30 free AI SEO tools and a bunch of useful proven case studies, feel free to get that. Links in the comments and description. And if you want a free one-to-one SEO strategy session where we'll build you out a custom one-to-one personalized game plan to your website to rank it, to get more leads, traffic, and sales of SEO, feel free to book that in. We'll show you how we take websites from 0 to 145,000 visitors a month, generate thousands of dollars in sales. And this free link building acceleration session will also give you a free SEO domination plan. You'll discover the secrets of SEO link building. We'll answer any questions that you have one-to-one based on what's working for us. You'll learn the best link building strategies for your website, how to outrank you compared with link building, and how to 10x your SEO traffic based on how we take websites from 0 to 145,000 visitors. Feel free to book that in. Links in the comments and description. Appreciate you watching. Bye bye.